Fitbit is finally updating its Charge tracker after 2 whole years, and it appears the Charge 3 may well have been worth the wait. It comes with a touchscreen which enables new useful experiences, is water resistant and can track your swims, and offers 7-day battery life. It doesn't have the built-in GPS that some people were hoping to see, but after my time with an early unit, and considering the entire proposition of the Charge 3, that omission might not be so bad after all. By adding a touchscreen to the Charge 3 and a real touchscreen that you can swipe, not a jab and point and hope it works one like on previous Charge devices, Fitbit's enabling different experiences on the Charge 3 now. You can, for example, swipe down from the top to see all your notifications from your smartphone. And this time around, it's not just for your texts and calls only. You can enable all the apps from your smartphone that you want to be able to send their alerts through to your wrist. You can also, on the homepage, swipe up to see what Fitbit calls today, which is basically a dashboard of your progress towards your daily goals so far. Also, there's a new touch-sensitive button that isn't a physical button per se, but by pressing on the left side of the face, you go back a step in your navigation of the interface. It vibrates ever so slightly to let you know it's working as well. So on the left here we have a Fitbit Charge 2, and on the right is the new Fitbit Charge 3. As you can see already, the obvious differences are the physical button on the left for the Charge 2 and none of that over here on the Charge 3. On the Charge 3, thanks to its touchscreen, you can do things like swipe left or right, up and down, and see a lot of different types of interactions. But on the Charge 2, and also the Charge HR, by the way, there's no such thing as swiping. You really just kind of have to jab and hope that it scrolls. New to the Charge 3 is when you go over to the exercise app and start tracking your activity. Say, for example, you are pulling up the swim app and want to start tracking your swimming. You can first set a goal before even starting your activity and say you want to do maybe 45 minutes of swimming, set it beforehand, and then launch into your workout. Then when you've reached that milestone, the Charge 3 is going to vibrate and show an on-screen animation to tell you, hey, you've done it, like the Versa already does. Speaking of swimming, by the way, the Charge 3 is swim-proof. It can go underwater for up to 50 meters. As with previous Charge devices and a lot of other Fitbits, there is a heart rate monitor here that's constantly detecting your heart rate, enabling experiences not just like detecting your cardio zone in your fitness or telling you to breathe better. It can also do very advanced sleep tracking. It's something Fitbit is going to call the sleep score. It's going to give you a number to tell you how well you slept each night. This is in beta for now and it's not rolling out just yet. We don't really know when it will roll out, but when it does, it will make use of the SpO2 relative blood oxygen monitor that's on the Charge 3, and by the way also on the Ionic and the Versa, and tell you if you had breathing disturbances and whether you slept continuously throughout the night, and using those factors give you a score. It's not yet clear whether this is out of 100, out of a 10, or what that's gonna take into consideration just yet, but it already sounds like so much more of a useful way to understand how well you're sleeping and track that metric over time. One missing feature that a lot of people have been complaining about is the lack of onboard GPS. With the Charge 3, you'll have to bring your phone with you to tap into that device's GPS if you want to do things like track your pace or measure your distance run as you're going. That's not such a big deal for someone who's using the Charge 3 anyway, according to Fitbit, because for a more advanced runner who wants that hands-free, phone-free running experience, they're going to opt for a higher-end Fitbit anyway, like the Versa or the Ionic, which have built-in GPS. The Charge 3 is really for someone a little more casual, like my mom or my neighbor, who is okay taking their phone out with them or isn't doing a lot of running anyway. It is for someone like my mom that Fitbit designed the Charge 3, and for that audience, I can see it being a compelling tracker. You get all of the sleep and activity tracking that you want in an inoffensive design, plus supposedly 7-day battery life. If you spring $20 more for the special edition version, you even get NFC for Fitbit Pay, contactless payments on the go. The regular version costs $150, which honestly is only $50 less than the Fitbit Versa, which offers a lot more features. So you really want to save that $50 or maybe treat yourself to a nice dinner. You can consider the Charge 3. You can already pre-order it now or wait until October when it hits shelves. Until then, you should wait for our full review so we can check out the new features to tell you if it's worth the investment.